Maria.
When two organisms meet or when they come in contact, what can I do?
Very good. So this interaction means contact between organisms. So interaction is the things that they do together. Now,
I was gonna do permanent
okay, tell me what organisms are.
living thing.
Living things. Very good. All right, what about ecosystem? Manuel.
I say an area where the organisms live.
Yes, it is. Where organisms live.
Ouch.
Together. All right? Someone said including. What does it mean to include? Marie. So include means to add to. All right, so we've got producers, consumers, and decomposers. Somebody tell me what a producer is. CJ. Okay, producers make their own food. All right. What about consumers? Jabari.
Consumers don't make their own food and they eat other things.
Correct. Consumers make their own food. Other things. All right, and tell me what a decomposer is. Samantha. Say it louder. They break down dead things. Correct. Alright, so our objective, we've broken it down into simpler terms by adding these additional words so that we can understand what we're supposed to do by the end of the week. So you can say students will be able to, what? We analyze, to study and to explain the contact between organisms among living things, where organisms live together, to add to the roles of the ones that make their own food, the ones that do not make their own food, and the ones that break down food. Great job, guys. All right, so what we're going to do now, since you didn't do the review of producers, consumers, and decomposers when we were doing our objectives, we're going to watch a video. And what you're going to do right now is put these 4 spaces on your paper. 4 columns: producers, consumers, decomposers, and ecosystems. This is similar to what we did last week. But the only difference is as the video plays, you are going to be looking for these things and you're going to be putting them in the right column. So you'll see several ecosystems, animals, plants, different things in here. So when you find them in the video, as they pass, add them to the column that's correct. So go ahead and do your paper. All right, everybody got it together?
No, ma'am.
Alright, everybody ready? Alright, now you're on your own with this, so this is gonna show me if you learn anything about these producers, consumers, and ecosystems. Testing your knowledge. Right, here we go.
Living things. These are categorized as producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers, like this tree, are the base of an ecosystem's energy pyramid. They capture energy from the sun and convert it into food through a process called photosynthesis. Next are the consumers. Consumers are animals that eat plants or other animals to get their energy. We classify them into groups like herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores, depending on their diet. Finally, decomposers break down dead organisms, returning vital nutrients to the soil, which helps plants grow and sustain the ecosystem. Now let's talk about the physical components, which include sunlight, water, air, and soil. These non-living elements are just as essential as the biological ones. Sunlight provides the energy that drives almost all ecosystems. Water is necessary for all life and affects everything from nutrient uptake in plants to the living conditions of aquatic animals. Air, particularly the carbon dioxide within it, is essential for photosynthesis. And soil not only supports plant growth by anchoring roots and storing water, but also houses countless organisms that contribute to decomposition and nutrient cycling. Each component of an ecosystem relies on the others, creating a complex and interwoven system. Understanding these connections helps us appreciate how delicate and interconnected our world is. Ecosystems vary greatly in size and type, each with unique characteristics and life forms. Let's tour some of the main types of ecosystems found around our planet. First, terrestrial ecosystems are ecosystems on land. One of the most well-known types is the forest ecosystem, which can be divided into tropical, temperate, and boreal forests. Grasslands, including savannas and prairies, are ecosystems where grasses are the dominant vegetation. These areas support a wide array of wildlife, from grazers like zebras to predators such as lions. Deserts, known for their dry conditions, sparse vegetation, and extreme temperatures, are also significant terrestrial ecosystems. They are not lifeless. Instead, they are home to a variety of life forms adapted to harsh conditions. Next, we have aquatic ecosystems. The main aquatic ecosystems are marine. They cover over 70% of the Earth's surface and include oceans, coral reefs, and estuaries. Freshwater ecosystems, such as rivers, lakes, and ponds, are vital for the water they provide to terrestrial life forms and for supporting aquatic plants and animals uniquely adapted to fresh water. Each type of ecosystem plays a critical role in sustaining life on Earth. They provide habitat, food, and resources for living organisms and offer services vital to human survival, such as clean water, air purification, and climate regulation. Ecosystems vary widely, but they all share a common feature: interdependence. Interdependence in ecosystems refers to the reliance of organisms on each other and their environment to survive. This intricate network ensures energy flow, nutrient cycling, and ecological stability. Even minor changes affecting one component can have devastating effects throughout the ecosystem, demonstrating the delicate balance of nature. While ecosystems are powerful networks of life, they are also vulnerable to changes, especially those caused by human activities. Human actions, such as industrial pollution, deforestation, and overfishing, have devastating effects on ecosystems. These activities disrupt the natural balance, leading to loss of biodiversity and degradation of habitats. The consequences are visible. Endangered species struggle to survive. Once lush lands are now barren and waters are no longer safe. But there is hope. Conservation projects like reforestation and the creation of marine protected areas help restore balance and protect ecosystems. By supporting these efforts, we contribute to the health of our planet. We can also reduce our ecological footprint. Simple actions like recycling, using less water, and choosing sustainable products can have a big impact. Together, we can protect and preserve our ecosystems for future generations. Every action counts, and every person, including you, can make a difference.
All right. So we're not gonna learn about
Clouds, please.
Okay. All right, so let's see what you guys came up with. How many producers, what producers did you find? Got it. Coral reef, trees, and grass, okay. Michael, what else?
I found ants, grass, flowers, and a bush.
Okay, next west out bush, Anybody else see anything different? Okay, I saw a lily pad. All right, so somebody tell me consumers that you find. There's a lot of these, see that?
Herbivores, zebras, squirrels, elephants, fish.
What?
Oh, wait. Zebras, squirrels, elephants, fish, flamingos, butterflies,
Oh, good. Anybody have anything different? Joseph? Lion, I saw the lion.
A wild boar and fish.
What?
A wild boar.
Wild boar, and fish, and well?
Hold on. It's a bunny?
Yep, the hare, the rabbit, All right, so what decomposes did you see? Jabari?
Ants.
That's the only one.
Ants.
It's the only one that was on there, was ants. All right, so in these producers, consumers, and decomposers, let's break it down a little bit further. What herbivores did you see? And well,
Bunnies, elephants, zebras. I think bird and the firearm.
now I think the flamingo might eat fish.
Oh, they eat
No,
fish.
no.
Yeah, they eat fish.
They eat them.
So-
Rabbits.
The rabbit, yes, the hare was there. So what, omnivores, not carnivores? Do you see any carnivores? See that?
flamingos, the lions, the rabbits.
Who can tell me the omnivores? I can't see. Omnivores. Michael,
Oh, flamingo and
okay, who it is? You are
squirrel.
the squirrel, Manuel. Yes, humans. I was wondering if somebody was gonna say humans. Okay. And carnivores. Doing this exercise, we're concluding our understanding of producers, consumers, and decomposers in the ecosystem. So now we're going down further into the community that is in the ecosystem. So question to you, what is community?
People, organisms, humans inside of a place.
Correct. Very good. Community is you and everything around you, everything that lives near you, everything that is in your area or in your place. So what is your community like? So our school is a community. What do you find in the community, the school community? Raj Mack. People, specifically.
Humans, teachers,
Teachers,
one dog,
athletes,
that one dog.
Katie.
Kane, one dog, that's correct.
Oh, wait,
The principal,
the resource officer.
resource
They
officer,
go back. This one.
okay. Miss Wells,
This.
The nurse, the very helpful nurse that helped me take that stick out of my finger.
yes, the nurse, and when,
Maria.
guidance counselor. She said
Maria.
you left out all of y'all students.
Yes.
Maria. Maria.
So, Cass, yes, so, yes, guys, listen, so y'all did a good job of naming the things in your community in the school. So what about your home, your where you live? What's in that community?
A neighbor.
You're not, I can't hear her, y'all. Say that now. Your who? Your mom. What else, Michael? Pit bulls in his community. CJ?
Max Loud Dogs. Max Loud Dogs.
Max is loud, dog.
It's a
My house.
Your house, correct, Ariana? Please, Camille. What is it? Deer in the community? Right. Who?
Plant.
Plants? Spirit? Cats? Daddy? Chihuahua. So you look at your community. Okay. So you look in your community, you find all of these wonderful things that you see every day that make up your community. Here's another question. How do these things interact? So in school, how do we interact in school? By talking. Yeah.
The nonverbal communication, like sign language.
Yeah. Nonverbal communication. Wave, handshake. Wave. What's up? Jabari? Gmail. Yes. Classroom. Google Classroom. What other ways do we interact, Jazz?
Look, what?
What do you do in there?
You talk to people in there.
Talking to phones that you're not supposed to have during the day, correct? Right. So we just established some things. Listen up, guys. We have just established some things. We just established who is in the community, and we've established how we interact in our community. So in communities, there are positive interactions and there are negative interactions. So what are some positive interactions that we have in our school community?
Like running the next day, hey, how do you eat to somebody?
Yes. Hey, honey. What's another positive interaction?
When the lunch lady gives us food.
When the lunch lady gives you food, that is a positive interaction. What else is a positive interaction? What happens before a game sometimes? What do we have?
Positive motivation.
No. Pep rally. What did the children?
Pep rally.
Pep rally. That is positive interaction in our community. All right, so let's move to some negative interaction in our community. What's that?
Oh, let me do it.
Michael. Fighting. Huh? Littering. Littering is negative interaction. Tonight. Gossip is negative interaction.
Bullying.
Bullying is negative interaction. Good, Donna.
She's just telling us so y'all don't.
Well, that might not be negative interaction. That's trying to keep the community clean. So we don't count that as negative interaction. So, here, cyberbullying, any type of bullying is negative interaction. So in listening to things we're saying about our school community, we're doing what?
Climbing the tree.
Climbing the tree. Maria?
Dogs barking at each other or barking at humans.
Dogs barking at each other and humans. Gas.
Flamingo drinking.
Flamingo drinking water. Samantha, what you gonna say? You raised your hand. I thought you just stopped talking. Okay. Jabari.
A lion eating a zebra.
Doing what?
A lion eating a zebra.
Doing what? Interacting how?
Like eating.
Negative.
Negatively interacting. Alright, so again, just as we did with the schools, what are some positive positive interactions in the ecosystem with animals, and abiotic is what?
Non-living,
And biotic is what?
living.
Right, so what interaction do we have that's positive in the ecosystem? Michael?
Trees giving out oxygen.
Trees giving out oxygen, very good. Here,
I feel it, Jack.
just being great. The grass? That Maria. Trees blowing in the wind. Growing a garden in the ecosystem is very positive. That's very positive. Good night. You changed mine. Okay, Maria.
Bees getting nectar from flowers.
Yes, bees getting nectar from flowers. And what do flowers do in return when bees get nectar
They
from?
give out pollen.
Pollen, yes. And pollen is positive because it spreads flowers.
It's negative.
Spreads growth. It's negative on us though, and yeah, it's pretty aggravating. Okay, so good job, guys. Those are the things that we're gonna learn this coming week about the community. We're gonna get a little further into them. And we have a video that's gonna start us on our journey in community that we're gonna watch just a few minutes.